Key changes to be prepared with a Trump presidency. The American people have voted last night and they have selected their new president. It might not be the choice that we all wanted, but in a democratic society, we believe in free elections and the peaceful transition of power. Nonetheless, there will be changes with a Republican president, and more specifically with Trump coming into office in January. Some of the things that will definitely be going away. Prosecutorial discretion. So if your case is in removal, if you are in immigration court, whereas before you could ask the government to dismiss your case, to terminate the case without being heard, that will no longer be the case. That's the first thing that's going to go. All cases will be heard, and if you prevail, you will be granted asylum. If you lose, you will be deported. Not just asylum, but any relief from removal that you will be seeking. Other things, joint motions to reopen. That's for people who already have a deportation order. These last 4 years, the government was pretty good at joining us in reopening all deportation orders. They will be told immediately to stop doing that. So if you have a deportation order, you're probably gonna have to sit this out. Other programs that might be going away, not for sure, but might be. The very first one that comes to mind is the new Biden parole in place program. It is already stalled in courts, but I'm assuming that issue is going to become moot once Trump takes office. So it was a great program for people who entered the country without inspection. That will be going away. The other one that's military parole in place, that program has held and did survive his previous presidency. So we're hoping that it will stay, but that's unclear. Military parole in place is a program for people who have a spouse or a child in the military who could be paroled in place. Basically, if you came in, again, without inspection through the border and have a spouse or child in the military, you were able to get your green card, and that might be going away. That's something that we could still get done. So if you have that, now would be a time to speak to an immigration lawyer. Other things like employment authorizations being issued for 5 years, that might stop. Restricted border entries, of course. TPS countries, if you have TPS, there's a good chance that your country may not be redesignated. And also travel with TPS, which actually helps cure an unlawful entry right now, might also be going away. So if you have TPS and you have not traveled, speak to an immigration lawyer to see if it makes sense to do so. Do not travel on your own, but do speak to an immigration lawyer to see if now is the time to do it real quick. There might be others. There was a public charge rule with the last Trump presidency. That was horrific. We're seeing on that. We will be updating you as we do get the news of what programs will stay and what programs will go. It is a somber day. It's not what we expected, but life goes on. And if you have been putting off fixing your immigration status, this might be the time to get going. This might be the move, the push that you need to speak to an immigration lawyer. Very important for the green card holders to naturalize as quickly as possible, because people with the green cards are not ever safe 100%. And so if you had a green card, do consider naturalization.